Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Bloodstrike America's Elite Tournament. I'm your commentator, Private Ryan, and I'm with the one and only
Mr. ZakWylder with you guys.
Let's go. How are you feeling, Zach? We're heading into day 2 of this tournament. I'm absolutely excited. If day 2 is anything like day 1 from our North American competitors, we're in for a great show today.
Oh, bro, yesterday I could not even sleep. I was so hyped up because of those games. It was absolutely mind-blowing. The teams just worked very, very well, and kudos to everyone. They did a very good job.
Absolutely. And if I were some of the competitors that were involved in this tournament, I would honestly be keeping an eye out on this live stream to see who could be my competition going into the later rounds. So first of all, let me introduce you once again to the rules of the Bloodstrike America's Elite Tournament. This tournament will be divided into 2 regions, North and South America, and we'll be playing on the Shutter Island map. The entire tournament will be set on this map with players battling it out in Battle Royale mode. Contestants from each region are picked from the top 40 teams of Season 4 and are sorted from the highest to lowest rank into 4 groups, ranging from Group A to Group D. One team from each group will be randomly selected to compete in the 4 competing groups.
Exactly. This is absolutely amazing. We're gonna see some high-end competition here today, and as you guys can see, the point system right here. So first place would take 10 points, second would take 6, and then the third would take a 5-pointer. Going into the fourth and fifth, 4 and 3 points each.
Up 6th place 2, 7th and 8th 1, and 9th and 10th 0. One thing we noticed yesterday, guys, is that kills were really the defining factor. Teams need to get as many kills as possible if they want to move forward in this tournament. Placement points, absolutely great, but kills will be the difference maker here.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's why we saw, like, towards the end, the last 2 games, everyone got really aggressive, and I think we had one of the members from S9, if I'm not mistaken. He got 16 or 15 kills. That was absolutely crazy.
That was Gale.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. What a performance.
Yeah, shout out to Gale. That was an absolutely amazing performance. We saw some really standout stuff. Oh, we also have the prize pool, guys. Don't forget, it's a total of $4,000 US, and the first place will take 750 and 60,000 stacks of gold, and second place will take 500 US with a 50,000 stack of gold, and then the third place 250 with 40,000 gold.
Yep, and then moving on down, 4th with 150 and 30,000 gold, 5th and 6th 100 apiece to 20,000 gold, 7th and 8th $50 and 10,000 gold, and then $25 for 9th and 10th place with a total of 5,000 gold. I'm telling you, just in time for all of these new drops that are coming on in Bloodstrike. Once again, I'm a huge fan of Ran. I can't wait for that Eternal skin to come out, and then we also got the M4 one that dropped out recently, so a lot to spend that gold on.
Oh, 100%. That's what we need to save those goals. And nobody leaves a loser. Everyone is going to get a little bit of something, even if you're in the last place. So don't worry about that. This is the group, guys. We're going to be covering Group C today. So yeah, these are the standings, and these are the groups right in front of you guys. Some interesting teams in here. Very, very high competition.
Yeah, Vibe is one that I'm personally aware of and know in the Bloodstrike North American scrim space. A lot of these other teams, I'm very eager to see what they're going to bring to these competitive rounds and get introduced to their gameplay and how they play. I got to tell you, Group A, the competition was pretty stiff, especially amongst the top 5 teams. So Group C today, we want to see what you got and who are going to be these top 5 teams to move on to next weekend's qualifiers.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But it's gonna be absolutely awesome. I cannot wait to get into these games. But yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, Group C is definitely going to be a good one, guys. For those of you who are in the chat, first of all, thank you for everybody who is here so far. And we would love to hear from you. Who are the teams that you are going to be supporting? Do you have friends that are playing in this tournament? Do you have a favorite team? Drop it below in the chat. Let's get this hype started for our competitors.
Group B?
Group C.
D. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do Group D.
Oh, is that the one we're doing?
Yes, Group D. Okay.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's gonna be one tap.
Yeah, there's a team over on Group D that I do know as well. They go by Clarity Gaming.
Yeah.
So yeah, once again,
Sorry guys, we just got info that we will be doing Group D. So yeah, according to our intel, a little bit last minute, but that group nevertheless is absolutely stacked.
yeah, definitely excited to see what they got as well. And then once again, guys, all of these groups, the teams that qualify from them will be going head to head in the next stage of the tournament. So the top fives of these teams would do very well to kind of survey the competition here, right? See who else they're going to be going against and how they play and how they land on the map to perhaps be prepared to go against them in the next round of the tournament. Do you have anybody you're specifically looking out for, Zach? Oh, we got the lucky draw. Let's go.
Oh, we do have the lucky draw, guys. Just to remind you guys, the more you're active in the chat, we will be picking 5 accounts, I believe, to give away one of the really rare skins for anyone in the chat. Everyone can win. All you have to do is just participate. Make sure you include your UID as well.
Yep, so go ahead, guys, post those UIDs in the chat below, and 5 accounts will be randomly selected in each live streaming room to get a chance to win the Geometry Weapon Skin Chest ×3 as a gift. So once again, guys, go ahead, drop those UIDs, and you could be one of those lucky 5 to win those skins.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I always love collecting skins, so this is going to be definitely a plus for everyone.
Yeah, I got to do a little research myself and see if I got those, right? Like we spoke about, I think me and you were turned into a bit of skin collectors in Bloodstrike because of there's been so many great ones available in this game.
Someone's saying Team Panda, Andy Vortex. We got Fadu in the chat as well. We got Worstbot. We got Ace as well. Yo, welcome in Lester, Bungie as well in the chat. So many familiar faces all tuned in for today's match. It's absolutely amazing to see all these wonderful people in the chat.
Yeah, welcome in, guys.
That's awesome.
Once again, if you have people that you know personally that are participating in the tournament or a favorite team, we want to hear it. Go ahead, cheer them on. I want us to get hype as we get into some of these first games. Just to go over very briefly in terms of what took place yesterday, right? So yesterday we spectated Group A, and the competition was absolutely fantastic. Bloodlust ended first in those series of 3 games that we played. 1932 Stars, also goes by the name of S9, was second, and then Xfire in 3rd place. Nuhulas in 4th, and then Gang in 5th. But these guys were going at it just game after game, Zach. I mean, every game was almost a story unto itself. There wasn't one team that was just dominating this entire series of games.
No, I agree with you, Ryan. Actually, yesterday, I think we've seen some of the highest skill gap matches in a while. We had like 5 teams that were neck and neck, and they were performing almost this. They kept the consistent performance throughout all the games, which was absolutely amazing. Oh, it looks like we started the game already. Look what we have here. That's awesome, dude. Look at that.
Let's go. We're getting right into it. Let's get hype, chat. We're seeing our first round of Group D starting today in the Bloodstrike North America Elite Tournament, all right? We're already seeing teams landing in the residential area, and we're spectating Team AK that actually goes by Akatsuki. Oh, name comes from the show Naruto.
Oh, yeah, Akatsuki. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. That is awesome. Yeah, look at that. Also Prison as well, and then the backside of Prison is absolutely full right now. We do have a knock already by Andrew versus NS Yozi. Most of the teams are gonna take their time right now just to collect and beef up the armor and get better weapons to start engaging early. But hey, if someone drops on you, that is it. That is it. You gotta just engage and use whatever you got in hand.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially landing on Prison, some of the best opportunities to get good loot are in Prison because there's so many rooms, there's so many chests. But I want to see very early what these team competitions are like. They're going to be composed of, what strikers they're going to use, and what weapons. Yeah, we're seeing action very early from Joshua going head to head with Savage, 1v1 on the roof. Nova grenade comes off too late and he gets knocked. Savage puts him down.
Yeah, that was a very close call too. But very smart of him to deploy that Nova gas just in time. It gives him some time to revive himself and get back into the fight.
Yeah, he actually had enough time there to get revived. Now we're spectating Damien Jr. from LWA. Looks like they're on the first floor. He's got an Origin in hand, absolutely deadly weapon.
Ooh. Yeah, very deadly weapon, as we saw yesterday.
Yeah, this is a weapon with a very fast TTK, and especially if he's got those Dragon's Breath rounds equipped, very hard to deal with that. Oh, look, his Savage landed right in front of them. He's getting chased immediately. I don't think he knew there were two people behind him. Savage going down quick.
Oh no, Savage! They lost their Emma a bit early, but it's okay. They still have time to redeploy. That Scar is a very beautiful golden Scar, fully maxed out. Let's see what LWA is gonna do after getting that knock.
Yep, spectating Jessic. Looks like they're right now on the third floor. Team BC, Blood Champion. I'm definitely seeing the common trend once again, right? A lot of Emmas in this lobby, and for good reason. Excellent healer, and while she's healing, she can continue to fight, which means your team can keep pushing. Looks like Pigeon's getting a knock on Boo Full in the upper left-hand corner, representing Team Clarity.
Yeah, look at those teams scattered around at the backside. They look like SJ has a really good spot right now. But they do like they know what their surroundings are. They're taking it one step at a time. But NS is making a move right now, and they did get a knock. Oh my god. One of their players got knocked. They ran. Koda is at the back end right now getting revived. Grenades are getting tossed. I don't even know from where, but wow, what a sticky situation very early in the game.
Yeah, it looks like he was able to knock a member of Clarity. Right now, two teams going at it within this structure, and it looks like DB getting the better of that contest.
Oh my god, DB is on fire right now. The heals are deployed, and they're already, checking their surroundings, making sure that no one else is, rushing them at that very moment. Very nice choice. Actually, I don't know. I haven't seen many people play with the snipers right now, but he is rocking a Kala. It could be very interesting to see those snipes right now.
Yeah, that caught my eye immediately. I think sniping in this tournament so far has been very underrepresented. I mean, the Kala or the other sniper in the game, I believe it goes by the name of the M700, can be really deadly in the wrong hands. Let's see if he sticks around with it. Oh, Pigeon grabbing a knock.
Oh, there we go, Pigeon. Let's go. Well, very nice laser by that AK-47. I told you, Ryan, like with a really good AK loadout, you can pretty much laser anyone from a distance.
Yeah, I'm definitely being sold watching this. I might, next time I play, I think I got to go make an AK loadout immediately. It looks like Team Clarity able to recompose there after one tap getting knocked earlier. Izar getting a knock on Jack. It looks like there's a 1v1 in that room. And he's going back up on the zip to survey the roof, see if anyone's up there.
Yeah, it's very wise of him to take the roof just to survey the surroundings area and just recoup. And comms as well. Comms are extremely important in those situations. Just to let your team know what their surroundings are, who's next to them, and who's afar. Oh, he looks like he's about to get knocked. Isar is in the roof right now. Took some nice cover, crouched just in time to alleviate the damage taken.
Yeah, see him with that Eternal Kag in hand. INP9 is secondary. Dropping into the building. Right now he's playing EMT, but it looks like he might actually be playing a bit aggressive. It looks like we're going back to prison. Andrew taking some shots on some opponents that were near the prison building, but his team right now is holding the roof. Team EXY, which is Exilis Mobile.
Oh, yep. Andrew is surveying the top of that roof right now. Ran is a very, he's got Ran on top and Nova at the same time, so yeah. Definitely Nova's gas is going to come in handy right now, especially for the teams that are rotating in just outside of prison.
What a beam.
Oh, did he turn on him? He just turned on him.
The reflexes on this guy. Wow, right? Andrew focused on his opponent, trying to put him down as he rotates from zone. You must have heard it out of the corner out of his ear. It swings, puts him down with the Origin very quickly, and defends himself because he was about to get jumped on the roof.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we got one of the SJ members knocked right here. Let's see if anyone notices that. Looks like a pretty much free kill, but they're fortunate no one noticed and they got their teams back. Very nice healing from Emma there as well. Perfect timing. Oh, they are getting shredded right here. Oh, AK is pushing them.
Wow,
no,
two knocks back to back.
Whoa! Yes, sir. SJ gets knocked as well from the inside. Oh, no.
Unfortunate for Yeezer, right? Yeezer gets 2 knocks with the P90, trying to fend off this attack in the parking lot. Jumps in the building to heal up, and guess what? Somebody was hiding there with the shotgun. You could only plan for so much.
Yeah, Giga as well with the striker right here, having a standoff in prison, 1v1. Oh, Giga gets knocked. Wow, absolute beast.
Emma getting the best of Vault in that 1v1 in the prison hallway. 1v1s do happen very commonly in prison if teams split up. You know, there's just so many hallways, so many rooms you could bump into people and where they could be hiding.
I really like this from One Tap, making sure that he covers every corner, upstairs and downstairs. He's providing all eyes for his teammate right now. Pigeon also covering the entrance door at the top. This could be very interesting because most of the players are actually rotating into prison right now. As you guys can see the map, like I think we have 4 or 5 teams just in prison and around prison. Wow, this is gonna be crazy. Let's see what happens now.
Yeah, I'm curious about the strategy of Clarity right now. They're in a little bit of trouble. 2 team members down. They have the Emma, who's currently up, and One Tap is actually playing Kraken. Most of their members have blue shield. They might want to see if they can maybe work on getting their shield up as we get into later rounds of the game, and it becomes much more harder to upgrade.
Oh yeah, 100%. Their only way is to accumulate that damage, but he looks like he's gonna get knocked, but he doesn't. Oh, he does from the back, last second.
I felt for him there. It looked like he was gonna get a couple of knocks there. Izard landing some shots, but he got put down. Looks like his teammate is in a 1v1 in that room. I'm curious as to how that's gonna end. We might get back to that later point. One Tap right now deploying his ultimate is Kraken on the roof. Koom next to him just got knocked.
Oh my god, how did that even happen? Those guys are absolute lasers right now. But he's got focused. Oh nice, come on, One Tap to get some knock. Let's go. NS is down from the very top.
It looks like Bufo actually exposed himself a little too much in that doorway. One Tap able to get the knock using the scar. Great job.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. Very nice team composition here. We see Emma, Volt, and Nova all in the same team on Team Clarity. I think it's a very interesting team composition, and they're making it work. It's unfortunate they lost 2 of their members a little bit early, but they managed to come back just to get a little bit of loot. I'm only worried about the blue armor, Ryan, like you mentioned.
Absolutely. As we get later and later in this game, it's going to be harder and harder to upgrade yourself and to get money. Right now, it looks like Andrew's team, EXY, holding the high ground here, able to shoot down and get shots on opponents that are rotating in the open. Zone to their back, too. They're going to be pushed out of this position very quickly. It looks like they actually have a redeployment tower. This is one of our first times, Zach, that we're watching a team make use of that so they can change position and land. They're actually getting shot off the top.
There's a problem with that. They deployed it right outside the zone, which already made their health halfway. So when they land, they're going to be easy pickings for anyone else to just, pick them apart. But let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, they almost were made to pay dearly for that. Team Clarity is actually waiting for them, landed shots. I don't think any of them were knocked, so they got lucky. But once again, like Zach mentioned,
their Volt got knocked mid-air.
Oh wow,
so
there
one
you
of them
go.
did, yeah.
Did it completely work out? Looks like Clarity.
Oh, look at this! This is gonna be a freaking mashed potato right here. Holy shit! What is going on? Oh my god! There's 2 teams. Oh, there we go. No, he's gonna get the knock. Yes, Emma gets out. Jessica. Oh, R.I.P. Jessica.
I have to give it to Clarity. They're working together as a team. They isolated that Emma on the street and took her down. She had no chance. There's no way she was winning a 1v4 there.
Oh yeah, no way. Absolutely no way. Oh, so they did. This team managed to get a loadout on top. Very, very smart, especially in the end zone. Let's see what they can do. Maybe they pick a few members from here.
Wow, Garcia, look at those shots, man.
Oh my god. Garcia with the laser.
There are 3 people knocked in the basketball court, and because you're so exposed down there, it is going to be very tough for them to get rest. Wait, is he going to finish him? Oh, bros, he got away with it.
That was very close. Yeah, just so like close. That, almost.
I got nervous for him, brother. That was nuts.
From the kill feed, I think Pigeon from Team Clarity went down, and he's redeployed already. So let's see what they can
Got
do
it.
with
Yep,
that.
the zone is getting very tight, guys. We have these top positions from prison that we're about to lose. People are shooting down. Look, Pigeon able to get that full kill on Yozi, Yonka knocking Ouroboros. We might have a final zone that is going to move away from the basketball court. A lot of people are going to start to get take fire very soon.
Yeah, exactly. And Pigeon goes down, unfortunately, with 8 kills. Koom as well.
Oh, one tap shot as well.
Pigeon Koom is out. Oh, no.
Migo taking some
Team
shots.
Clarity is down. Yep, there we go. Garcia trying to survive with a little bit of HP left. Okay. Mateo just went down. Yep.
So many teams are landing on top of each other. They're coming off of the prison, and people are getting shot in the back, rotating to the next zone, or they're the ones doing the shooting. It looks like Garcia right now making sure that he finishes off Yonka, making use of that scar. Definitely one of my favorite weapons. Right now, wow, he's already racked up 7 kills.
Yep, 8 kills right now to his name, and he almost tracked an additional kill right here and there. Garcia is on fire right now, guys. Oh my God, is he gonna get another one? Yep, another knock. Second one. Yes. Oh my God.
He was on fire. Wow, what a competitor to watch.
W Garcia, let's go with 10 kills. Look at that, Ryan. Wow, what a team. GG's, guys. Yeah, so they team EXY takes the first place with Garcia getting 10 kills, Season with 1, A-Break with 4, and Andrew with a 7 as well. And then we move on to the second place. We got UKN Savage with a 5, Demon Red with a 5, Norsig with a 7, and Cloudy with a 3. And in third position, we got Portugal with a 2, Mateo with a 2 as well. And yeah, those are the teams, guys. Absolutely fantastic job. I didn't notice Team Clarity. What position did they get?
I believe they finished. I believe they finished in 4th.
In 4th place? Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. That's definitely a team to look out for sure. That's absolutely amazing. What an ending, Ryan. What did you think of that?
I think placement when that zone started to push the teams off the prison really was critical in that situation, right? So we spent some time spectating Garcia and his team. They were already in place while teams are coming off the top of prison, leaving the basketball court, and he's there with his scar just landing shots. Just lasers, 1 guy down, 2 guy down, reloading, shooting this guy. They were already in place while everybody else was trying to find their place. And I think that's what allowed him to score as many kills as he did. What did he get away with? 10 kills?
Yeah, 10 kills. Just I think he got like 5 kills just at that last moment, going into the last zone. So very critical, very important kill count right there. Because believe it or not, this tournament is mostly about the kills. The placement is important, but we saw yesterday Bloodlust went from 5th place to all the way to the 1st place at the last game. So and they racked up a lot of kills.
You're spot on with that, Zach. And I think for us, when we see this first leaderboard, right, it's going to start to give us a picture of how the remaining games may go. Like Zach just mentioned, kills are the critical thing here. You know, while we have teams that are getting certain placements, I think we need to see where their kill count, put them on the leaderboard so they can make adjustments for the future games. But what a finish. That last zone was absolutely chaotic, and I have to give a lot of respect to all of our competitors for trying to deal with it. So many angles to get attacked from, so many places to get shot, so many fights that just happened in such a small amount of time. Hopefully the zones in the future are a little less pressured on our people. Let's see. It makes for some great competition.
Especially that team that deployed the balloon just outside the zone. That was very unfortunate because they didn't plan to do that, of course, but it just happened to be that the zone moved a little bit too fast and they got caught in the crossfire. And I think 1 or 2 got knocked just going up there, and unfortunately they lost their position. But they were doing good until that point because they had the RAN barricade, the ice wall already zapped up, and with the extended armor that RAN gives you. So they had a really good run.
Yeah, and I think honestly it was I found it very exciting to see a team using that. That is one of the newer additions to Bloodstrike in terms of being able to have that redeploy tower. You zip up to the top, you can start to fly and change your location on the map. But like Zach mentioned, by the time they got that off, zone already covered it, so they're taking zone damage. They're flying off of the prison, and they didn't know that Team Clarity was already waiting there, switched to their position and started shooting their members off the top. So when it comes to Shutter Island, when your team starts to almost get wiped towards the end of it, it's very hard to get yourself back together, right? You spawn back in, you're low on money, maybe you don't have your loadout weapon again. It's very tough to get everybody back up to speed and where you were before.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. We see that the chat is all rooting for Team Clarity right now, and Val as well. Yeah, the chat is going crazy for them as well. They're saying they're loving the Scar loadouts and the AK loadouts as well. That's awesome to see that the chat is actually very, very engaged with the teams, and they're showing their support right here, right now.
Yeah, Chad, we want to hear who you guys are rooting for. Drop team names, player names. Let's get the hype up. We are wishing the best for all of our competitors in this competition because we get to see the best of North American Bloodstrike competitive scene going head to head in this tournament for the total prize pool of $4,000. So this is just the first match, guys. This is a set of 3 matches. There's 2 more to go. And
I'm
Zach,
already sweating.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, right, Zach? If you were the leader of one of these teams, what advice would you give after this first game? There was just so much fighting that took place towards the end.
Right. For my advice is to, in the first game, would have been take it a little bit more slow, loot, get that armor, because I don't want to see blue armor going into the last zone, because that's just a disaster. Okay. And that's a recipe for you know, like getting yourself knocked very early. So yeah, I would just like, you know, pick a corner or something, or just, you know, go ahead and collect as much money as possible, upgrade those armors, get your loadout, and position yourself a little bit early into zone instead of you know, running and giving your back to the enemy, trying to go with the zone. My strategy was always get the zone early so that, you know, you're comfortable, you can pick your kills with teams that are coming in, and you have a clear vision on what to do next.
Solid advice, and honestly along the lines of what I was thinking. I think that's one of the things that we noticed. There were a lot of teams going into the final zones that were dealing with blue shields for the majority of their players, and that can be very dangerous to deal with. Coming into that final zone a little bit late, if your opponent is already in that zone waiting for you to land, there's going to be a lot of free shots that way. And I think that's why we saw Garcia and his team be so successful in racking up kills at the end, because they made an early rotation. They were just waiting for their opponents to come in place. There's very little cover on the outside of prison, and that's when he picked up so many kills. A lot of those players didn't even have chances to respond. They looked around, and we're seeing that Garcia had them right in their sights, and he was getting kill after kill.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with you on that one. I'm so curious to see the standings.
Oh, let's go. Wow.
Hell, wow, that's absolutely amazing. Just when we spoke about it, EXY with 22 kills taking the first spot, with a total of 32 points, and then UKN with the second place with 20 kills, and then ranking point 6, making a total of 26, and then in third place NS with 16 kills, 4 points, totaling out with 20 points.
Yep, coming in fourth place, Clarity with 16 kills, 3 rank points, 19 total points, and in fifth place OLP with 11 kills, 5 rank points, and 16 total. So is there anything about this list that you were surprised about, Zach? I think where these landed up is just about what I expected, and it looks like we have a 6-point spread between first and second place, and even third place. Second to third is 6th, and second to first is 6th.
Yeah, very, very similar to what we had yesterday, actually. The second to the 5th, very close in points, and then the first place is a bit, it's 8 to 10 point gap, but it's not too bad. I think anyone actually in the top 5 can easily overturn the first place and have a much better game going into the second game.
Absolutely, and I'm curious, like Zach mentioned, if we're going to see a repeat of how the Group A and their 3 games played, right? In each one of those games, we had different winners, and each one of those winning teams had really breakout games. High kills, taking the battle royale win. That's as much as you could ask for when it comes to winning in a competitive tournament. And in this case, this was the same. EXY, which goes by Team Exulis Mobile, taking 22 kills and the BR win. And that's what has put them ahead. But it's only by 6 points. I think we're still in any man's game, really. Only the first game out of 3 is down.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with you. I'm very curious to see what they're gonna do, going into the second game. But there's gonna be some adjustments, especially with Team Clarity. They did manage to get a fourth place, not a very bad position for a first game. But I think most of these teams will pick up their performance and maybe make some adjustments with the strikers that they are using, and go into the second game with a much more experienced point of view.
Absolutely. I'm really excited to see how these next game unfold, guys. We got 2 more left. I think it's really, and any team can really get away with it at this point. But keep in mind, once again, these are qualifiers. Your goal as a team should be to be within the top 5. You don't always have to strive for first. You just have to have enough points to be in the 5th place or higher so that you move on to the next one. So even looking at our 6th place, right? Team SJ. They have 12 kills, 1 rank point, and 13 points. They're only 3 points under 5th place. So even a performance that doesn't even win the game could be enough to get them in the top 5 to move on. And then from there, you could sit back as a team and talk about, hey, what do we need to change so that next time we're really firing on all cylinders and can really do better? Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with you on that one. Guys, just a reminder, make sure you're commenting, engaging in the comments. We're going to be picking 5 winners to win a special skin in Bloodstrike. So make sure you're engaging with the chat and leave your UID in the chat as well, so that it will be easier to contact you.
Absolutely, guys. Oh, good.
It was a geometry, right? Skin for...
Yeah. Geometry, weapon, skin chest times 3.
Let's go. Yeah, that's going to be nice.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
I got to make sure I get that one in game. I don't think I have it yet. I'm a little jealous.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. We need to collect them all.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm hyped. Honestly, if I was one of those IGLs right now talking to my team, trying to figure out what to do for the next round, I think I would go with Zak's advice, right? You want to make sure early in the game that you are getting as much money as possible, upgrading your shield, getting your loadout, so that later in the game you are successful. I'm curious if any teams are going to be switching where they land. I mean, we saw a lot of early fighting in the first game in the residential area. Some fights are taking part in prison, 1st, 2nd, 3rd floor roof. People are scrapping it out.
Yeah.
But the more deaths that you take early in the game, the less chance that you have to loot and make sure that you are ready for that crazy end zone where we all know is going to happen. I think every game, Zak, that me and you have spectated, there's been one moment in each of these games where all the teams are just getting sandwiched together and everyone is fighting. It's absolute mayhem. And that can decide who makes it to the end of the lobby.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. But yeah, like I think going into the second game, there's going to be a lot of adjustments for the team that are below the 5th position, trying to, get into the equation and maybe, pull some of these top 5 teams a bit down. So like we said yesterday, some of these teams will be targeted in the second and final game because of their position. So they have to also account for that.
Absolutely. Yeah, in any of these comp tournaments that I've seen, the better you're doing as a team, the more your competitors are keeping an eye out for you on the lobby, which is natural, right? They see that you were in the top 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, and at the end of the day, this is a competition at its heart. They want to take your spot and take the winnings that go along with that. So as we get into later rounds, there could be some caution for those players to say, hey, let's keep an eye out to see if there's any teams that are perhaps coming after us, or any situations in which teams are being more aggressive because they're trying to take us out of the lobby earlier.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think that's what's happening right now, especially with the teams that are, heavily focused and very aggressive from the get-go. As we saw in prison, there was already like early engagements and early knocks.
Oh, yes.
I think most of these teams need to, maybe reevaluate their tactics or the way they're going to engage in the second game, because it's going to be very and extremely vital that they keep their standings and their points as high as possible going into the second game.
Yeah, I think that no team can afford getting wiped out of the lobby early. Yeah. That is the worst case scenario, right? It's better to get some points than no points. But I think what both of us noticed is there were a lot of situations in which teams landed, but players were also getting separated. 1v1s were happening on the roof of prison. 1v1s were happening in the hallways of prison. So
yeah.
you want to make sure, right? Honestly, sometimes it comes to a numbers game. If you approach a fight with more numbers than your opponent, you are increasing the chances of your survival. So sticking with your teammates as much as possible, especially in Shutter Island, I would definitely recommend that. That is really going to help you win as many fights as possible. Versus sometimes we saw some players getting jumped. A team would see somebody, rotating in the open by themselves. Two people go and jump him. There's not much.
They're like, come here. You're going alone, huh? And then they all jump him at the same time, and he's like, "What's going on, bro?" Like, wow.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And then whatever loot and work that you did, that you have on you, is lost at that point. So you want to be very careful. You can do everything that you need to do in terms of looting and upgrading your shield and get everything ready, but if you die in a way that is not necessary or lose an early fight, you can lose all the things that you did to get yourself there.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I see that the chat is hyped right now. They're rooting for all their teams in the chat, which makes me very excited to see how engaged the Bloodstrike community is with this tournament. And it's going really, really well, and I'm very blessed to be here, with you, Ryan, as well, casting this. We see so many familiar faces: Torch Ninja, we got Fifi, we got Handboy, Worstbot, Black Ace. I would love for one of those community members, and Kaib as well. Kaib is in the chat. Yeah, if one of those members could get moderator status, that would be awesome, because I see some people spamming the chat, which is not good. Guys, please don't spam. Just behave. Just interact with the community, and don't be toxic. We're just having a good time. It's all good vibes here. But yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're here to celebrate and to also celebrate our competitors and to also witness Bloodstrike played on the highest level, which for me is absolutely hype. I enjoy Bloodstrike myself. I know me, Zach, we play, we make content for it. But I am not a comp player. So when I get to see these guys play, it gives me kind of tips and tricks also about how I want to improve myself. And one day, maybe I'll give it a shot, Zach. Maybe I have enough confidence to jump in and play with these guys. Because I mean, some of the gameplay we're seeing is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, no, 100%, exactly. I agree with you. But yeah, I wanted to go over the teams just right quick to refresh everyone's memories. So we have a New Stars NS Mobile, Unknown UKN, Clarity CLG, and Exilus Mobile. We also have Blood Champion BC, Los Waza LWA, the Blood Team, also BT, Olimpo OLP, and Akatsuki AK Sotano di Jag JS. These are all teams from Group D, as I mentioned, and it's the ones you saw earlier.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that I've always enjoyed about commentating or spectating in any competitive scene is getting to meet its players, right? Because at the end of the day, any tournament is made up of players. And those individuals all have different stories about why they became competitive players for a game, whether they're doing it for fun, for the challenge, to improve themselves, what their background, what their story is. So as we start to get closer to the finals of the tournament, I would honestly love to hear from some of these players, how they first started to play Bloodstrike and what brought them here, how they met their teammates, what was the journey of these teams, so we can get to know them better and ultimately root for them to be successful. But we have to keep in mind there can only be one first place winner in every tournament, right? So as casters, we wish everybody the best of luck, and we want you all to have fun, but only one team is going to be in first place. That is just the way that it goes.
Yeah, good luck, everyone. We're rooting for all of you. Absolutely excellent matches we've witnessed so far, and I think every team is doing great. Regardless of position, I know you guys put your heart and all the efforts and the teamwork, and everything is coming together. And don't worry, this is just the first game. You still have 2 more games to climb the ranking. I just want to go through some of the notable guns that we've seen in the match today, and I think I've seen a couple of we're a bit late, actually. The second game is commencing right here, right now.
Right into the action, right?
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so let us see. I think some more teams are landing right into prison again. Oh, wait, actually, correction. I think it's just one team land in prison. That is okay. Wow. We saw some strange of strategy, like we said, Ryan, that they would do.
Absolutely. I mean, we're in match 2, and I mean, adjustments can be the difference between winning and losing. So it looks like some teams have already decided to make that adjustment to not land in the hottest spot of the map and perhaps land somewhere else to get their loot and their money economy going quicker.
Yeah, no, 100%. You see BD already scouting the outer surfaces of the Shutter Island, just making sure that they get enough money and enough loot to engage right after. But this is a very interesting composition. They have a Zero, they do have a Kraken in play as well, and an EMT. Very nice, very nice. I haven't seen this type of composition in a while, but let's see what they can do with it.
Absolutely. So right now it looks like they're on the edge of the map, making sure that they're getting their money up and any of the weapons they may need. We're seeing some early knocks happening in the kill feed. Bufo getting knocked really early as well. So look, we got PvtRyan making use of that Calo right now. I would love to see some sniping happening. I think, like you mentioned, Zach, sniping has been very underrepresented in this tournament, but I believe it's also a symptom of playing on Shutter Island, right? Everything's so close quarters, so nobody really wants to kind of have a sniper in hand.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's why you get excited when you see a sniper. You're like, oh, wow, okay, let's see what he can do with this. But it's proven to be successful thus far.
Yeah, me personally, I'm a fan of great snipes. So right now we're spectating Team Clarity. Once again, they were 4th place. Yup, looks like Koom getting a kill on Jessica ST. If I were Team Clarity, I would definitely try to emphasize on getting some additional kills in this game. I mean, they're only in 4th. They don't need to go too full tilt. Play smart, but make sure you're picking up kills. Coda right now helping get that knock on Brianto. Oh, look at that. He's actually chasing both of them down.
Oh my god, both of them are down. Coda going crazy with Lego. Oh
Coda
my
went
god.
into it with no fear, picking up 2 kills on Team OLP.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
he had no fear. He had no fear. He just went in. He saw that they were low, and he, you know, capitalized on the situation.
Yeah, it's one of those. Sometimes when you do that, it could work against you. But both of his opponents were not standing and fighting at that time. He picked up 2 easy kills for his team, and he's gonna get him ahead. So right now, spectating Team Clarity, looks like one tap and Gator. They're looking to push Team BT. He's got a Scar in hand. No secondary ammo, but it looks like they're gonna push here and try to get a team wipe on Team BD.
Yeah, they are. Team Unknown Demon Red is on top right now, just making sure that everything is clear. Oh my god. Clarity as well, getting some knocks right there, using the Nova Gas.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Absolutely love that switch knife. One of the best skins in the game so far.
Yeah, so it looks like I'm looking at Clarity's composition. They actually made a change. One tap switched to 0. He was playing Kraken last match. Let's see if that's going to help him out. Oh, Demon Red trying to get some shots. Who is he trying to shoot? It looks like a member of EXY that was taking a zip. He missed his shots, and it looks like he's going to land on the water tower, maybe shoot down on him. Looks like Unknown EXY might be going at it over here.
Yeah, no, 100%. But yeah, like as I said before, the zone is moving very fast right now, and everything is also closing once again into prison as the center of it.
Yeah, they got about 1 minute left on the timer. We're seeing a zone that's going to be pulling east. Prison and residential area will be inside. So there is going to be some complex pieces of real estate to move in and out of and shoot from. Curious how these teams will play. It looks like EXY once again trying to make use of high ground. We're spectating. We were looking at Garcia. Oh, PvtRyan able to get that. Did he knock him? He landed some shots, but I didn't see the knock in the kill feed. He did. Looks like Jack is down. Yesar is down. Making use of a URB. You don't see that weapon too often these days. Aries getting shot in the back.
Oh, wow. Look at that. He gets knocked right away.
Nice
oh, my
job.
God. Is that a team wipe? No, there's one more, I think, still alive. Oh, wow.
Still
beautiful.
Impressive showing from PvtRyan. Like, he was at the tip of that spear, pushing that team low. 1v1 in the building. Him versus Bufo. Bufo has a shotgun. Oh, and he won the fight. I was about to say, this is dangerous, Zach. You're using your shotgun against this guy in the room, and he made him pay for it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This camera is driving me crazy. I don't know what's going on. It was fine earlier. But yeah, no, what is showing as well, Clarity is moving in right now. We got Koom with 2 kills. Not bad at all for a start. But there's 28 teams left going... sorry, 27 members left and 8 teams left going into the mid zone.
Yeah, we're starting to kind of see this game kind of come together, right? Where are people going to be as the zone gets smaller and smaller? Migo picking up a kill on Giga. Bufo looks like he was calling something in a moment ago. And looks like he's got an M700 in his hand. I would love to see some sniping going on. Let's see if he's going to keep that. I love the skin he's got on his weapon. Garcia right now, he's got line of sight on Pigeon and Gator.
Ooh, that's a lot of headshots. Pigeon. Yeah, Garcia's on fire today, I told you.
You have to be careful about Garcia. If Garcia is perched up somewhere, he lands his shots. He was able to take out Gator. Pigeon. Koom is very weak. Oh, it looks like he got shot and he got off the ledge. He was trying to throw a grenade at Koom.
Oh, no, Koom! Oh, Pigeon's on the left side. It looks like he did survive, but Koom did not.
Garcia, yup, he's looked like he was throwing another nade, maybe a thermite. Oh, look, Bufo in the kill feed with 3 kills. Garcia is absolutely tearing it up from this height.
Oh my god, yeah. Garcia is a nightmare. If he has the top position, you gotta watch out for him.
Yeah, Clarity has to come up with a game plan here to either rotate past this problem or suppress it, because EXY, I have to give it to them. They're being disciplined. They know that they're working their opponents from this height, but they're not jumping off and chasing, which they could lose a kill or 2 because they can't finish, but they're not exposing their team to unnecessary risk.
No, 100%. Yeah, that's actually true. As you guys can see, prison right now is filled with people, but we have some teams rotating into it again. So this is going to be interesting to see what Team Garcia is going to do from this point of view.
Yep, right now their position is still very much valid. I mean, Garcia feeling confident. He's got 2 kills, but we've seen him put out a lot of damage. Looks like 1 tap is down from Mira. Bufo picked up a kill. Breck, I think, was a little too exposed on the ledge and he got put down. Now we're spectating Alan from Akatsuki. Origin in hand. They're in the it looks like the first floor prison. Let's see what they're going to pick up here.
Yeah, let's see what Team AK Akatsuki is gonna do. They're taking care of the bottom part of prison, but he does get shots from the back from BD. Let's see if he's gonna knock him. Yep, they do get the knock early. Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh wait, there's Clarity in the other room. Look at them, they're shooting down the hallway. The third party is real.
Clarity's like, "What's up? We're here."
That was very well timed. Yep.
Yeah,
once that fight happened and both teams are weak, Clarity was there to pick up some much needed kills. Looks like they're rotating on the outside of the wall. Garcia, once again, he finds his way to be in place. This guy is a sniper with a rifle.
And he has a ran as well to deploy the extra armor. But they do get knocked though, so they weren't completely covered. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like Garcia's only... Oh, he was level 4, and now he's level 5. So his B wasn't going to res his teammate. But he's in a peak position here to shoot so many people that are rotating from zone. You have to be careful about this team. They seem to be early zone movers, and they make you pay for it.
Yeah, no, 100%. And that Scar is an absolute laser.
Definitely one of my favorites. I'm telling you, it's very seldom that I'm in Shutter Island, and I don't have a Scar myself. It's such a nice weapon.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that one. But yeah, the 3 kills to his name right now. Garcia is rotating into the zone. A bit late for my preference, but let's see what they can do with that.
Yeah, let's see how this plays out, guys. Right now, they're pushing up. It looks like there was a member of UKN that was on the downside of that hill. His teammates are pulling up. Yup, Brett gets the knock on Joshua. Looks like he may have just spawned in and he was trying to find a place to land. EXY once again rotating early so they can shoot opponents from their position.
Yeah, let's see if they're gonna actually engage with Team Clarity. And DB is also coming into zone right behind Team Clarity, and this is gonna, oh my god, this is gonna be a mosh pit. I don't know what's the outcome of this, because EXE is getting absolutely demolished right now by Yozi and Z with the laser. Yep. Everyone's rocking a Scar. Oh my lord.
You saw Yozi deploying that grenade. It looks like it was a gas nade. EXY's taking a lot of damage. I'm curious if NS is trying to gatekeep him here. Migo's down. Coda takes out Andrew. Garcia has an ice wall up so he can try to give his team some sort of protection in the open. The zone is at their back. They're in a bad spot here. This can get bad quick.
Yeah, this is it. They're gonna hold this for a little bit, but they look like they're moving with the zone and not before the zone. So let's see what they're gonna do here and where they're gonna rotate next. Because don't forget, Team Clarity is on their left as well.
Yeah, really seeing how this is going to play out. Zone is now that mountain is within the zone. Looks like there's one buy station in it, and those series of structures are going to be where the final zone will take place. Lots of close quarters action we're about to witness.
Yeah, oh my god, I see a lot of people knocked as well. One tap getting it knocked on Kola. Oh no, one tap gets knocked as well. But he does manage to get 2 people down before that.
Yep, looks like EXY is pulling up. We might see ourselves a third party. Well, actually, oh, look, Cloudy running up the stairs. He's getting shredded. Well, nice moves from Cloudy.
Whoa! Oh, look at that laser from me. Oh no, he goes down as well. They just almost lost their ammo, but he's gonna be revived soon.
Garcia getting shots on his opponent that was rotating. This is chaos. This is really a tale of 2 buildings. Anyone that's outside of these buildings are taking damage.
Oh my god. And of course the Origin gets picked up, and let's see if he's gonna get this revive in time.
Let's see. I mean,
right
now
he took too long.
Yeah, two members of EXY were down, but it looks like it's only the Volt that is fully dead. They do have some money, but it's spread and not enough money to res anybody individually.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Oh, Clarity in the open.
Look at that laser.
Yep, no. Gator getting knocked.
Yep, he's getting absolutely lasered right here. Clarity is not safe at all. They need to start moving right now.
Yep, we're seeing use of smoke grenades, right? In the absence of cover, you got to make cover. Smoke grenade, Nova grenade, something to cover your approach. This final zone is really in the open. We're seeing everyone just going toe-to-toe. It's hard to tell who's part of what team.
God, NS, Bufo, excellent performance at the end. And one tapped as well, Pigeon and Kroom is all still alive.
Holding on.
Let's see.
Freak.
Oh, wow. Freak. Oh my god, one tapped right now, and they win it! Clarity actually takes the game! Oh my lord.
Wow, what a comeback. I have to tell you, round 2, what a comeback story. That's all I gotta say. Congratulations to Clarity for turning it around. Zach, me and you saw so many moments where it looked like Clarity was on the edge. They somehow were able to thread the needle and make it happen. Yeah,
and they got a lot of kills too. 22 kills in total to their name. Pigeon with a 4, Koom with a 7, GATR with a 3, and one tapped with an 8, taking the first place. Absolutely amazing performance by this team. They withstood adversary at the start, and then they got their team back together and they dominated and won that game. So kudos to them. Who got the second place? Let's check it out. I didn't actually catch that. But let's see. Yeah.
But yeah, once again, I have to comment on Clarity must have had to keep their cool. There was so many really dicey situations. Okay, we have second and third now.
Yeah, second place, we got Team BC, Ejeska with a 0, Hajashwa with a 0. It looks like they didn't get a lot of kills, but they got their position. And we said this before, I think that could be an okay thing, but it's not gonna put you in the top 3 or the top 5 when it comes to the finals, because you need to accumulate those kills, because kills are very, very important.
Agreed. And I'm telling you, this second match was really I saw so many different points where teams were really on the edge, right? Clarity's story was one of really dealing with adversity. There were so many situations they were doing well, and then team members were getting picked apart from high vantage points. EXY did an excellent job, once again, of finding those high points on the map and shooting from them. And they made Clarity pay at different points. But you got to remember, guys, in Bloodstrike, as long as you have one team member left, you can wait it out for your team members to respawn, or if you have the money to buy them back. So Clarity was able to get their team back enough times to push all the way to the end. So once again, it's really a story of never giving up, even when the odds are stacked against you. And I have to give them props. They were able to make it happen at the end.
And don't forget, at that last moment, they were in a very sticky situation, because Garcia had the full view of the full team on the left side, even though the Ran ice wall was deployed. But he could see clearly, and he was like landing some headshots, and they got away with that because the zone was moving and pushing Team Garcia out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, I think Garcia is really a player that every time that the perspective shifted to him and we got to see his point of view, he always happened to be in the right place at the right time. I'm telling you, there's something about his team. They're always rotating early. He's always in a good spot, and he's making use of the SCAR with the scope that has enough zoom in to where he is beaming so many of his opponents. This game didn't see Garcia get as many kills, but he outputted a lot of damage, enough damage to get his Emma all the way to level 5 because of how many people he shot. So I gotta give it to him. He's a player to keep an eye out for, and EXY as a team altogether. So I'm curious when these standings come out, where people are going to be. You know, last time we saw Clarity was in 4th. If you have a guess, where do you think they'll end up after this game?
Yeah, that's now they're calculating the points. They did have a lot of kills, but I saw another team. I just didn't catch their position. They had 34 kills, and Team Clarity had 22 kills. So that team is gonna be in the standings as well. But we're gonna see the full calculations and the total points for game 2 in a few minutes. But yeah, Team Clarity can keep the momentum for sure going into the final game today. But they did an excellent performance. I think they're working very well together. A few hiccups there, here and there, but they pulled each other up and you know, ended up with a W.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, guys, you can have the best plan in the world, right? But when you make contact with your enemies, sometimes the plan goes right out of the window. So it's all about how you adjust and deal with in the moment. We're playing a battle royale, which is a game that has so much unpredictability. Where's the zone going to pull? What loot are you going to get? Where's your enemy going to be? You have to be able to think on the fly and make adjustments. So it looks like in that situation, Clarity was able to do the right things to make it all the way into the end. Did they get the most kills perhaps in the lobby? That may not have been the case, but they got the win. So I'm curious to see where in the standings they end up, because kills in this tournament are outweighing placement points. We're seeing teams with many more kills, not as high placement, still making it to the top 5. And all that matters today is if you end up in the top 5. If you get into top first, hey, extra bragging rights.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with you on there. We got some notable plays today, especially from teams who were taking, you know, the roof and just scouting the other players who are coming from outside of the zone, trying to catch their breath. But unfortunately, as I said, you should always try to prioritize, you know, going into zone very early so that doesn't happen to you. But no, as we saw, like, you know, Garcia was just he was the gatekeeper for all the teams, hitting all their headshots, even though he didn't get the most kills, but he was putting a lot of damage. I would be surprised if he didn't get 10k plus damage in that game.
Yeah, I think that was the difference in performance from his first game to second. His first game saw him get 10 kills and the most of it for his team, but in this game, his team played very disciplined. They went to the top of prison and they held their 4 corners and they shot down on a lot of people. When you do that, let's see the standings. Yep, let's get. I want to get right into it.
Let's go. Yeah, Team Clarity got second place, very, very close actually. Number 1 is NS actually, who got you know, 50 kills in total, which we said kills is very important. That's why they're in the first place right now. Ranking points 8 and a total points of 58 points. Team Clarity in second place with 38 total kills, 13 points and 51 total points, and then team in the third place, EXY, with 36 kills, 15 points and 51 total points, tying them with the Team Clarity for second and third place. So that is extremely close.
Wow, what a shakeup we saw from the first point standing to this one, right? So this is really the tale of the story here. EXY is playing a game that is mostly for positioning and for the end game. And you could see it. They have the highest placement points of the whole lobby, but that doesn't mean they're first place in the standings. 36 kills, 15 rank points, 51 total. Teams that have more kills than them are moving ahead. And look at this, Zach. Team NS, 8 rank points, 50 kills, they're in first. So this is really a story of a team that is focused on getting the kills and the rank points secondary, and the strategy is working. It's a story of you not going to aiming to win the match. You're focusing on the kills, and that's actually going to win you these qualifiers. So this is an interesting kind of tale we're seeing here. But yeah, CLG and EXY tied for third, and with the point difference between second and first, only 7 points. So it's still, in my opinion, it kind of feels like any man's game, right? At least for the top 3.
Yeah, no, right now it's gonna be extremely important, and I keep emphasizing the team composition going into the final game. This is gonna prove, you know, who is the top of this group right here, and I think, like you said, Ryan, the top 5 are all in competition. No, you cannot count anyone out, because whoever gets the most kills and a really good position is gonna take that #1 spot. But no, shout out to the teams that actually held true to the very end of that last zone, because it got really chaotic at one point, and honestly I didn't even know who to spectate because they were all over each other, and there was so much impressive movements and gun skills. It was actually mind-blowing.
Yeah, it really, the last zone was very uncomfortable. I mean, by the time it really closed down, there was nowhere to hide. That is, at that point in the lobby, it is very important to have smoke grenades, or if you have a Nova on the team, even if that Nova is not throwing their grenade to damage opponents, put it out there as a smoke screen. You need to create cover where there isn't cover. So we saw the Ran on Team EXY, right? When they were getting shredded, trying to rotate, creating that ice wall and giving their team a moment to breathe, because they were taking so much damage from the opponents that were already in zone on downside. So
100%. Yeah.
So it was also very exciting to see when the zone wrapped around those 2 buildings. Everybody just really mashed together. Movements, people in the building, out of the building, lots of gunfighting happening. You can plan for everything, but the lobby always gets to a point where it comes down to who is winning their fights. And we saw in the end that Clarity won where it mattered, and they took game 2.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, just before we get into game 3, I just want to remind everyone in the chat that we do have a prize pool thingy going on. So if you guys comment and leave your UID, we're gonna be picking 5 lucky winners to get the geometry skin, the raffle for the geometry skin, and to get the chance to actually pull that awesome skin. So make sure you guys are chatting and active in the comment section. We see a lot of people in the comments already rooting for Team Clarity, and everyone's saying, some people are saying Team Garcia as well, #1 spot. But yeah, this is absolutely awesome. We have Queen J as well, and Sid are also in the chat. One Tapped as well. Shout out to One Tapped. Kai and Fadu also.
One Tap is actually playing on Team Clarity, so it looks like between matches he's taking the time to go to the chat and say hi to the viewers. So big up to One Tap to you for stopping by in the live stream. But yep, Ice Cold Empire. We're seeing so many friendly faces, Fifi and familiar people that are stopping by to cheer on our competitors. And guys, it really does help. Trust me, when you're playing in these tournaments, I could imagine and feel for our competitors, right? You want to play your best game. There's an element to the butterflies, right? You're nervous. You're on a big stage. People are watching it. When you have friends and fans that are stopping by the chat and wishing you well and rooting for you, it just adds that much more energy to you to go out there and to play your best.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's why I keep emphasizing, keep everything positive, cheer for your team as much as you can, and, you know, just engage with the community as these players make a name for themselves and perform for everyone here in the chat.
Absolutely, guys. And let's keep in mind, we have one more match to go for this group. This is really it. If you are one of the in-game leaders, if there's any changes that you're going to make you successful, remember, success for you in a qualifier is being in the top 5. You don't got to be first. You don't got to be second. You got to do what you need to do to take 5th place from whoever is there. Now is the time to do it. Any advice for our competitors, Zach, going into the last game? I mean, if anyone's going to do something, they got to do it now. Pedal to the metal, man.
I have 2 advices for the top 5 and the teams below that. I'm going to give the second advice too, but for the top 5, keep it consistent. Do what if something is working, just keep doing it. This is too late right now to change. I would say don't be overly aggressive until mid to last zone. Just prioritize getting that armor up at least to purple and get your loadouts. For the teams that are under the 5th place, you need to be aggressive. You need to be hunting those top 5. You need to look for them. Scouts. Don't leave any corners unchecked. Make sure you're spot on, because this is your time and the final chance to make it into the top 5 and pull one of them down with you. So yeah, go ahead. This is not the end. I mean, this is the last game, but you still have a chance. So go all out.
I agree. I mean, it's it's like Zach mentioned, it is the last game. There is no sense in leaving anything on the table, right? But the pressure is different depending on where you're standing is. Once again, your goal is to get into the top 5. Like Zach mentioned, if you're in the top 5, you can think about where your points are and adjust your strategy accordingly, right? Do you want to get a couple more kills, or do you want to just play it safe, stay alive, make it to the end zone, just maintain your position? That's all you really need to do. Really, the fight between 1 and 3rd could come down to bragging rights in the qualifier. But either way, top 3, top 5, all you guys are already moving on to the next stage of the tournament if you are in that position after this last round. If you are placed 6th through 10th, really, this is the time to put the pedal to the metal. You got to go out there, you got to take and win fights, and let's see who's going to come out on top on this last match.
Yeah, we got the last match commencing right here, right now, guys. Good luck to everyone, and let's get it on.
Let's go, guys. This is the last match today. Group D for the Bloodstrike America's Elite Tournament. Let's see how the teams adjust. I'm telling you, the pressure is on. You got one more game to deliver. Who is going to be moving on to the next stage of the tournament?
Yep, Andrew landing right on top of that roof already with a scar in hand. This guy looks like he knows all the positions for the scars, because I think in 3 games he landed on a scar. Absolutely mind-blowing. This is insane right here. Look at that. Okay, so we got some movement just on the south. LWA got knocked early already. Wow, we see some kill in the kill feed getting knocked way too early for these teams to get knocked. But as we said, it is Bloodstrike, it's Shutter Island. You're gonna get right back into it in 10 seconds if you're knocked early.
Yeah, if there's any time that you're allowed some leeway to make a mistake as a player, it's in the beginning of the game. You'll be able to respawn and get back in. But once again, keep in mind, you have to play your best game right now. If you're from 6th to 10th, this is the last one. So curious how these teams are going to start clashing. If anything, I've noticed the kill feed has been a little bit slower, right? In the beginning of this game, we saw 2 people get knocked, but the fights are just now starting to begin in some areas. Looks like AK is going at it with the team on downside. They're fighting Team BC, and now we're spectating SJ and BD going together.
Oh my god, SJ. Oh, he goes down early. They lost their rand, but maybe they can get her right back up. They're all getting knocked. Actually, it's a knock for a knock right now.
They only have Volt left. They have to be careful. Whoever's the last member of the team. Oh, Aries is able to get the self-revive. I think Fitchett is going to chase him. Aries is weak. Fitchett is on the chase. He's got an Origin and a VSS on his hand. I'm curious if Aries is going to be able to make it out. He's trying to heal and evade, but
yeah,
he knows exactly where he is, it looks. Oh, no, he missed him. He dodged him. He's actually behind him.
Yeah. Oh, now he saw him, I think. Yep, he saw him. Oh, he went down to the water. This could be bad.
Wow, I gotta say, I thought he was gonna be stuck for a second. He was able to find that zip.
Yeah, no, they had a swim off right there.
There you go. Yeah, sometimes you're chasing a little bit too hard. He ended up in the water, but they were able to eliminate Aries, Fitchett, getting back together with the rest of his team there. Looks like 2 members of Team SJ are around. Let's see if they're gonna try to close out this fight. He's chasing him.
Yeah, AR-97 in hand. So close, almost gets the knock, but he gets away from him. Let's see if he's going to continue the chase.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to... Oh, nice knock on User.
Oh, my God. Oh, he's getting knocked himself. Fichet gets knocked.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I got the feeling that that member of SJ was trying to pull him into his teammates so that he could fight back. Yup, Jack getting the knock on Ouroboros. They want to stand their ground. They're just trying to get their teammates together so they can fight back.
Yeah, exactly. That's why overly pushing is not a good idea, especially in Shutter Island, because you never know who's looking at you, and you could get lasered and knocked just like that.
Yeah, after that fight took place, it looked like BD is going to slow down the action a little bit. They pushed a little too hard. 2 of their team members died. So it looks like they're going to let their opponents kind of get away for the moment, or this fight might be continuing here. They're both right next to water treatment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's anyone's game at this point, because the teams look like they're evenly scattered right now. Not too much of a fight, but Pigeon does. Oh, he gets knocked himself.
What was that? Did he get sniped? Incredible.
I think he did, because that was way too quick.
That looked like a one-shot. Pigeon was in a great position to actually finish off 2 NS team members, but somebody landed a headshot on him and went in really quick for the finish. Wow, it almost came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was very quick, actually. Right now, EXY Barak gets knocked as well. AK Akatsuki also in the kill feed getting knocked. But Team Clarity is trying to recompose themselves and get back into the fight. I think they've lost 2 members so far. They're just waiting for them to revive.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough start for them, but they're still very much in the game. Spectating Yozi landing some shots. Looks like he's got a swing to his left. He's getting beamed.
Oh my god. Just like that. If you're in the open and you don't have your surroundings covered, this is the result.
Yeah, I think Bufo was actually the one that knocked him from the top side, but he was able to use that Nova smoke and some cover to res, so he's back into it. This fight will definitely continue. That was just a brief pause.
Yeah, just a brief pause. Look at that. Wow.
Nice knock.
From the sides. Yep. Very nice knock, actually. Let's see what he's gonna do now. Oh, we got an Emma lasering from the top. Oh, and she gets knocked herself. Oh my god, Garcia is not in a good position right now.
Yeah, Garcia, spectating him, he actually got 1 knock, and he got the remaining member, Bufo, down to a sliver of health. But I think he got too ambitious there, Zach. He tried to finish both of them with 1 clip, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, like I said, if something is working, don't change it right now. Just approach this a little bit differently going into the 3rd game. And I think they're still very aggressive, which is not advised at this moment, since they have a top position in the ranking.
Yeah, they definitely just need to hold on to where they are. So spectating BD, they got the zone at their back. Oh, he's in a 1v1. He takes down Jack. Nice kill.
Oh my god, Jack absolutely got lasered, but Isar gets knocked outside the zone. And I'm not sure if he can survive that.
That was the situation which you won the fight, but you kind of lost the war, right? The zone finished you off. But it was very exciting to see him take that 1v1 and finish him so quick.
Yeah, that was very, very quick as well. They're trying to engage right now. Garcia. Oh, and he gets lasered again and finished.
He from? Wow. He did not expect that at all. He thought he was going to be the one doing the pushing, and Garcia getting absolutely hammered. He got respawned very quickly by his team, but wow, they made him pay for that.
Beautiful ice wall from NS Coda right here. One tap does get a kill on the kill feed. Yeah, let's see how they're gonna rotate into zone right now. We see BC actually landing right in the middle of a full team. Let's see if Coda can get some more kills here. Oh, right, as I said it, gets a knock. Yeah, and Coda, another one.
Coda's doing absolutely great with this AK in hand. There's a lot of players in a small space here. I think we're looking at 3 different teams. Coda making use of the back of this truck so he can laser with his AK. Great shots.
Yeah, beautiful shots from Coda right there. And he's getting lasered himself too. Oh my god. UK and Unknown Savage taking the top spot as well. He does see a few teams under him.
They're in a good spot. Curious if they're going to be able to make use of it, right? If NS exposes themselves too much. Oh, actually looks like they're going to push. Never mind. They're not waiting at all.
This was a call out from the IGL telling him there's maybe 1 or 2. Let's go get our kills.
Yeah, you saw that coordination. They definitely moved in unison. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to pick up the kill. Looks like Savage is running back up. They made the push, but whoever they were chasing maybe had time to escape. Oh, I saw Coda knocked in the corner, and he just got back up again on the side of the beach.
Oh, right. Okay. Interesting. Garcia again, as we saw on the top of prison, I believe, or close to. Oh, he's getting. Oh my God, Clarity. Coom with the laser. Pigeon does get a kill against BD, but let's see what Yonka is gonna rotate to the right.
Yeah, right now Gator. Yep, looks like Gator with that shotgun in hand, trying to execute some movement here. We're taking on the tail. This is absolutely hectic. Yonka getting chased. Gator on his back. He really wants to secure this kill for his team, and he takes him out. Great kill.
There it is. Very, very nice. Well,
great gameplay
very
from
nice
Gator.
movement. Yeah, and really good, excellent shots.
Yeah, remember guys, Clarity right now took the second game. They already have what they need to qualify. They just need to maintain enough in the top 5, but I'm curious if they're going to try to push for first just for the bragging rights, but let's see.
Just to keep notice, 9 teams going into the last zone, 32 players. I think this is the most we've seen throughout the 2 games. This is going to be stacked. This is going to be heavy. Oh, some shots from Draco.
Yeah, Draco taking a 1v1 against Mars on the roof. Mars is losing this fight currently. Hip fire happening even with the smoke in place.
Does he get him? No, he escaped.
Yeah, Mars trying to give him the slip in the building. He's getting chased inside. Nothing much he can do. He gets taken out.
No, he got him.
Yeah,
but the Akatsuki number is very close. I don't know why they didn't back him up.
Yeah, it felt like he was really on his own there. Unfortunate for him. Savage making use of the AK, and Migo going down.
Oh wow, yeah, Savage is on a roll right now. That's should be his first kill, I think. Yeah, but look at that. Draco is still going and hunting some more players right in front of him. Let's see what he's gonna do here. I'm always scared of these buildings, but they're always stacked with players. Every time I enter this building, there's at least 4 men holding corners.
Yeah, Draco picking up a kill in Esteban. You're right. These buildings are very tough to push unless you can smoke them out, right? You got a nade, you're playing Nova. You got to find a way to get them out of the corners, which can be very difficult.
Yeah. Okay, Savage is trying to look for some more kills. Very aggressive. But
Nice
they do get
shots.
a knock against SJ.
Yeah, I got to give it to Team Unknown. It looks like they're really putting the pedal to the metal here. They're looking for fights. They're chasing anybody. It doesn't matter what your clan tag is.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Nice knock on
The thing
Draco.
is, they're still right at the corner of the zone, so they're gonna have to push with the zone momentarily.
Yeah, they just picked up 2 kills for Team Unknown. Looks like they're taking fights on the outside, but like Zach mentioned, they got to make their way inside, right? So we have Clarity in prison, EXY in their favorite position on the top of prison. They might as well plant their flag there. They played so much of the tournament up there.
Once again, that's like the 3rd game they're in the same spot. That's absolutely crazy.
But it's just like the advice you gave, right? If something's working, why change it? And if no one's challenging you to change it, then keep running the same strategy.
Yeah, one tap, get another kill on the feed right there.
Yep, Koom picking up a kill on Giga. Right now, Cloudy is in a very exposed spot. They're out. They're, wow, look where the zone is pulling. Near the basketball courts? Yep, there's the b-ball court.
Oh my god, we're gonna have a standoff right here. With 12 kills, Cloudy with 12 kills, making him the kill leader. Interesting, wow.
Yeah, Unknown might have a stellar game here depending on how late they go in, but one of their team members with 12 kills, that's the highest number of kills so far for this group. The highest I've seen in the tournament was 16 kills in yesterday's games.
Yeah, Team Clarity on the left trying to make it into the zone. One tapped, barely gets in. And let's see if he can laser someone.
Yeah, he's putting the skates on real quick. He's in a very exposed spot, right? People are leaping off prison zones, pushing him. A lot of teams are about to take a lot of uncomfortable fights right now. One tap is by himself. Emma's down. He's the last one alive. Oh, no, he goes down.
He goes down, but he does have a revive. Maybe there's a small chance that he comes back up.
Tough. That might have been it for their team. I'm not sure. Cloudy taking out an opponent in that tower. Everyone is just getting mixed and mashed up right now. His zone pushes everybody together. Very
Cloudy with some laser, but he does get knocked as well from the back.
Wow.
Oh my god.
How do you even defend yourself against this? Andrew,
no, there is no defending. If you don't have a wall in front of you or at your back, you're doomed in this position.
Absolutely, guys. Final zone's coming together.
You're like scrambling. They're trying to see their surroundings. They're moving frantically, just covering their sixes. Look at that. Another knock. Juggernaut goes down.
I'm telling you, if there is height, Garcia is there. And Garcia picking up the kill on Juggernauts. Oh, look at that. Andrew saving Garcia, right? He was able to shoot that opponent, landing on him to finish him off. And he took him out.
Andrew, what a laser. Garcia's up there fighting on his own. Let's see if he can get some backup by Andrew, and he does.
I have to give it to EXY. The supporting fire is great. Andrew's going down, but they did a good job protecting each other from different angles. Savage gets taken out by Garcia.
That's
unbelievable.
That was one of the best team coverage I've ever seen. Garcia was covering Andrew, and Andrew was covering Garcia, and they had their backs. That is absolutely amazing. Well played, guys. And look at that. First place for Team EXY with 30 total kills. Garcia with 13. Break with 7. Season with 4. And Andrew with a 6. Absolute stellar performance. Second place, we have Unknown Savage with 7 kills. Demon Red with a 3. Northrig with 5. And Cloudy with a 14. Oh my god. And BD with the 3rd place as well with 8 total kills. Isar with 4. Fichet with 3. And Juggernaut with a 0. And Ornborg with a 1. Wow, absolutely amazing. Oh, Clarity with the 4th place. The Clarity got 4th place. So, and with a lot of kills too.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how the final leaderboard goes out, but I mean, you have to give credit where credit is due. EXY has played a consistent strategy in these games, right? how their
Yeah.
rotations are, where they end up, where they're shooting from. Height is a core part of EXY's game. They find the height, they hold it down, they shoot down on their opponents. And it was almost like music to watch, Zach. Seeing that
Yeah.
supporting fire coming from Garcia and his teammates. Each one of them in trouble at different points, but having each other's back and keeping each other alive. So Garcia is able to get the last kill on what I believe was Unknown Savage, who
Right.
took out Andrew on top of that container. It was just music.
Yeah, no, that's correct. That was beautifully played, and they had each other's back from the very start. Beautiful performance, and the reflexes on those two, Andrew and Garcia, mind-blowing. But Team Clarity did very, very well with the unfortunate positioning of the zone moving in a bit too close to the court side. But they managed to get the 4th place, so it isn't too bad.
Yeah, that basketball court we've seen in matches, I believe it was match 1 and match 3, has been absolutely chaotic for teams to deal with, right? Because if you got a zone in which people are already on top of the prison, the zone's pushing people off, the basketball court really becomes the center of the fight, and you're getting shot from the top, from the side. It is so hard to try to survive there. So as you saw, One Tapped really tried his best when he was surrounded by opponents. And when that happens, what can you do? You can deploy smoke, you can try to execute some movement, but I believe his team got enough kills and placements for them to definitely move on to the next stage in this tournament. You only got to be top 5, chat. You don't have to be top 1, just top 5 to move on to
That's
the next
top
stage.
5, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, well said. But no, I think most of the teams performed very, very well. Unknown did really good until the last moment as well. So yeah, we have some really good, talented teams in this competition, and they're all neck and neck when it comes to movement, shooting, and IGLing. I think all the teams, most of the teams in top 5 did very, very well. I'm curious to see who is the top 5 teams going into our next week's games. I'm very, very curious to see the results.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I have to say, and I think we're both in agreement here. I think EXY is a very strong competitor for first place. They won the first match, they won the third match. In addition to high kill counts, Garcia ended the first match in, I believe, 10 kills, and then this last match in 13. I mean, he was the kill leader, I believe, of the series. So I think it's pretty safe to say EXY will be first in the overall standings for this group's qualifiers. I'm curious who is going to be in second and third. If you were to take a guess, Zach, where do you think the second and third standing, who could that go to?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know Unknown didn't have a very bad position, and they had decent kills, if I remember correctly. So they could be
definitely better
in
game
the
for
top 5. Yeah. But
Definitely a
yeah,
better
let's
game
see. Anyone's game, but honestly, Andrew was putting a lot of work in that game. So shout out to him.
Absolutely. And once again, guys, I want to give a shout out to all of our competitors, no matter your placement, right? You are competing with some of the best in North American Bloodstrike competitive. So even being here and fighting in these tournaments, salute to your skills in participating in this tournament. We are all proud of you for what you have done and how you have played. Very curious when these standings come out. I'm telling you, I'm nervous.
Yeah, same here. Guys, I just want to remind you that there is still more games to come in with other broadcasters as well, and also next week the semifinals. So there is a lot of it, and this is one of the biggest major tournaments that Bloodstrike hosted, and there's gonna be more and more to come. So just make sure that you have that notification bell on so you don't miss anything.
Absolutely, guys. And also keep in mind the North American side, the groups that we're covering will continue next weekend. And we're going to be here for even more action as we move into later stages of this tournament and see the top 5 of the respective groups go head to head. So our expectation is that the intensity of these matches are only going to go up and up and up. And I'm so excited to see it. So I think at this point, we're just standing by to see who's going to qualify. Clarity winning second game. I'm curious if they're going to be in second or third place. My gut is telling me second. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong, Zach. I don't know if you got a guess here. Where do you think Clarity will end up?
Clarity, yeah, I think second or third. I would say third.
Second or third, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's very safe to say. Unknown had a good game as well. We were spectating them in game 3, playing very aggressive, going out there, seeking the fights and picking up the kills. So I think that's definitely going to be enough to get them into top 5. I'm curious what that placement is going to turn into for them. So once we get the standings, I feel like we're in for a bit of a surprise. I don't know. It's just the guts telling me. I always get nervous before the final standings. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, same here, brother. I'm so anxious to see the results, but the team is working hard to compile all the points together. But yeah, there's a lot of really nice kills in that last game. But yeah, let's see. The chat is going crazy as well, supporting their teams. Queen J, Andrea, Lokesh is here. Blaze, Sid as well. Number 1 Revenant. Shout out to you guys. I see a lot of familiar faces. Tronics and Handboy as well. W's in chat.
Yeah, guys. Once again, we want to hear you guys shout out your favorite players and your favorite teams. Right? I'm telling you. Oh, here we go. Oh. We got to see this.
Oh, I called it. Third place.
Oh, you did. You called it. You called it. Zach, you were right on the money. Take us through it.
Okay, so we got the first place EXY with 66 kills in total. Wow, that's absolutely crazy. Ranking points 25, total points 91 points. And then right after them, second place Unknown with 54 kills, 15 points, and 69 total points. And in third place, Team Clarity with 50 kills, 17 points, and 67 total points.
Wow. Coming in at fourth place, NS, 51 kills, 5 rank points, and 56 total. And in fifth place, BC or Blood Champions, 15 kills, 9 rank points, and 24 total. Just like you mentioned it, Zach, I mean, really, when you look at it, Clarity earning more ranking points. They did better in the match placement, but Unknown having 4 more kills. I think it's safe to say that last game for Unknown was really the takeaway game for them, right? They did what they needed to do to push the kill count and to jump up higher in the leaderboard. So big shout out to Unknown. They were able to lead Clarity by 2 points. But at the end of the day, first place all the way to fifth, all move on. You guys have done what you needed to do to qualify. But really, EXY, they broke away from the competition. 91 points total.
Not only that, I do feel bad for SJ and BD because both of them have 22 and 23 points. Very close to the fifth place, which is BC with 24 points. It's only 1 and 2 points difference to elevate that. And I think SJ and BD put up a really good performance. But it's unfortunately, it's the survival of the fittest, and with a little bit of luck, you'll get to the top 5. But yeah, this is the standings. And as you said, Ryan, 91 points, making a huge difference from first place and second place.
Yeah, and Zach, excellent observation on the fifth place, right? It looks like the sixth and seventh, it was so close. There was a 1 point spread between all 3 of those ranks. That is a 1 or 2 kill difference, maybe getting higher placement in one game. But when it comes to competitive esports, sometimes that is all that is needed to succeed or qualify. It can be a difference of 1 point. And Team BC Blood Champions did enough that they needed to do to move on to the next one. So shout out to them. They can make adjustments going into the next round of the tournament to perhaps be more successful going forward, but they've done what they needed to qualify.
100% agree with you on that one. Guys, I just want to give a special thank you for everyone, and I want to remind you that there is a prize in the comment section. All you have to do is just engage with the community and the comments, and we're gonna pick 5 winners to win a raffle draw for a very special skin. So make sure you engage and leave your UID as well with your comments.
Absolutely. And guys, if what we have seen in Group A and the group that we spectated today has been any sign of the competition to follow in the Bloodstrike North America's Elite tournaments, we're in for a treat. Honestly, these matches have been absolutely action-packed and adrenaline-fueled, and I can't wait to see the best of each of these groups go head-to-head in these upcoming rounds of the tournament. So we're in for a treat, Zach. We're in for a treat.
It's going to be absolute violence going into the qualifiers and the finals. I cannot wait to see the best teams in America compete against each other. It's going to be fantastic.
Absolutely. So once again, guys, thank you for everybody who has participated. If you have people who played today or teams that played today, we want to hear you shout them out, call them out. Let's celebrate each and every one of our competitors that played. I'm telling you, me spectating them, even I got nervous for them. I can't play anywhere near as good as these players. So I have so much respect for everybody participating, whether you qualified or not. It was a pleasure having you participate and being able to see you compete today.
Yeah, no, 100%. We appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for the continuous support, guys. Things are just going to get spicy from here on. But yeah, shout out to all the teams that participated in today's games. Excellent performance. Keep your heads up, the people who did not make it through. There is many more tournaments coming up.
There you go. Yep. So
yes, sir.
Definitely excited for the future here, guys. Like Zach had mentioned, there's a broadcast that's taking place after this. Hello.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna give a few shout outs before our closing. We got Queen J, Apology, Ghosty in the chat, and Andy as well. Hopefully we're gonna see you guys in the next chat. As a reminder, guys, me and Ryan, thank you so very much for tuning in, and we wanted to say our goodbyes until next time.
Absolutely, guys. Take care, everybody, and we will see you in the next one.